What's going on, guys? Market Jersey Coin, and I'm not a sports fan, but when the Knicks are playing, you gotta rep the team. So, Knicks maybe will actually do something this season. I don't have very much hope, but I'm still gonna rep the team because I got the colors anyway, so might as well do it. But yeah, we're back at Jersey Coin, and I'm going with a different approach this time. First of all, we're stocked up with all Pokemon stuff, man. Stop in here if you buy Pokemon. Definitely we got all new cards. We got 151. We got a lot of prismatic stuff. We got a lot of stuff, so definitely stop in here. But today we're doing a different thing. Oh, also, you guys like Spider-Man? You guys like Marvel Legends? Crazy wave right here. Really, really cool figures. Definitely stop in here and pick these up because they're not going to last long. I think I got 2 or 3 cases of them. So, anyway, back to what we're doing today. We are going to be ripping cases of Optic. Funny part is I know no players, so it's going to be really funny when I rip open a pack and there's literally going to be like a really, really valuable card, and I'm just going to be like, yeah, I never heard of them, and toss it over to the side. So, with that, we're almost closing, so let's get ripping. Taking this shit fresh out the box, and fresh out the case. Literally fresh out of my showcase. So, got some mega boxes. Let's see what we got here. Probably ripping about good $500 worth of Optic right now. So yeah, I figured I'll do a different approach with this stuff. Everybody likes card ripping, and with me I know nothing about sports, so it's kind of going to be funny when I pull out a good card. Or I might get jack shit and I'm going to think it's a good card, because I know the player, but really his card's worthless. Right here I'm already making card people cringe because of the way that I open them and I touch them. Alright. Never heard of him. Never heard of him. Never heard of him. I don't think I should hear of him since he's a rookie. Never heard of him. Never heard of him. Pack number 2. Let's see here. Never heard of him. Never heard of him. Never heard of him. Oh no, I have heard of Tyreek Hill. Never heard of him. Ooh. Never heard of him. Oh, he's a rookie, that's why. Never heard of him. Never heard of him. Alright. So far, we're not off to a good start. Or maybe we are, I don't really know. We probably are. I just don't know. Ooh. Let's see what we got here. Never heard of him. Never heard of him. Never heard of him. And... ooh. Never heard of him. Never heard of him. I wonder if he's related to Randy Moss. Never heard of him. Never heard of him. Alright. So pack number 3, still have never heard of any of these players. Guys, comment if you guys think that I've found a good card. Well, if you guys... ooh, Patrick Mahomes. Johnny, I found you a Patrick Mahomes card. Never heard of him. Never heard of him. Never heard of him. That's a cool looking card right there. But still never heard of him. Never heard of him. No. I thought it was a Tom Brady card for a second. Let's see what else we got. Did I just waste $60 of my own cash? I think I did. Suspense is building. Never heard of him. Never heard of him. Never heard of him. Never heard of him. That's a cool looking card though. Ooh, Josh Allen, I have heard of him. Nope, never. Never. Ooh, this is a fat pack. Let's see. I think I already found my auto or whatever it is. Alright, let's see what we got here. Never heard of him. Never heard of him. Never heard of him. Never heard of him. Am I really that out of date with football? That's a cool looking card. Never heard of him. And never heard of him. I guess I'm that out of date with football, guys, because I've never heard of any of those players. Comment if you guys have heard of these players, but I don't know. I think that I just got a busted pack. Alright, let's see what else we got here. That's why I like Select. Select, I actually heard of the players that I'm opening up. But Optics is usually worth the most money. Alright guys, let's see if I just wasted another $30. So yeah, if you guys have been wondering what I've been up to, well, basically, I rented out a place. Well, my winter rental was done with. The 6-bedroom on the beach was done. So I had to move out of there on the 15th. And basically, what had happened was I rented a place through a friend of a friend. Wait, never heard of him? Never heard of him. Never heard of him. That's a cool looking card though. Never heard of him. So I rented a place through my friend. Well, through a friend's friend. It turned out that he was actually renting through a guy who was renting through the actual landlord. But he neglected to tell me that that guy who was renting through another guy that was renting to the landlord, that guy that was renting from the landlord was being evicted, and the process had already taken its maximum toll, so he was about to get served with a no trespass warrant. So he never told me that. So basically what had happened was he didn't know either, and when I paid him, he had court the following week, and when he went to court the following week, they served him with no trespass warrant. So when he left court, the notice was on the door or whatever that all of his stuff was now belonged to, after 30 days I guess, it belongs to the landlord. But here's the thing, is that all of his stuff is still inside of the house, including my money. So the problem is my lawyer can get me into the house, but it's going to cost me $1,000 to get back $1,700 worth of cash, whereas I'm just about to kick down the fucking door. But yeah, so never heard of him. Never heard of him. Cool looking card. Never heard of him. So basically, yeah, I've been living in hotels for the past week and a half. No, since the 15th I've been staying in hotels, which is not fun. I haven't even been really here. I've been picking up a lot of stuff, like from the flea markets and everything. I'm still doing the flea markets on weekend. Obviously, I gotta fucking survive. But yeah, never heard of him. No, Tyreek Hill again. Ooh, CeeDee Lamb, that's a cool looking card too. Jonathan Taylor. And Chris Jenkins. Never heard of him, never heard of him. But yeah, so pretty much I've been hotel pimping. And yeah, I've been staying at different hotels, and it sucked really, really hard. Because not only that, but like things have been going on in my life personally that have not been fun. So basically everything went to shit overnight. So yeah, I'm dealing with a lot of personal shit, trying to find a new apartment to rent out. It's not the money situation, it's more of, it took me fucking 2 months to find a fucking place to rent out in the first place. It's not easy finding a place to rent out, especially when your credit's shit and you're the only one on the lease. So you basically got to talk your way into it. I'm a good talker, but actually I'm a really good talker because I talked my way into one place, but you know, it was too far away, so I ended up bailing out. But anyway, never heard of him, never heard of him, never heard of him, never heard of him. But anyway, so basically I've just been yeah, trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing with my time and my life and my money, because I'm not trying to go and essentially get a place that I don't like just because it's the first place that pops up. I'd rather just rent hotel rooms for the next like few weeks and find a place that I actually truly like, because obviously it's like, who wants to like move into a place that you hate? That's essentially what I usually do. Never heard of him. Matthew Stafford I have. DeAndre Hopkins I've had. Michael Pratt. Well, that's a quarterback and a rookie, so that might be good. I'm not that stupid. I know quarterback rookies are decent usually. Although he might suck, so who knows. Can I help you?
I'm just looking right now.
Hey, no problem, man. Let me know if you want to see anything you want, like sports.
Just looking at the optics. What are your blasters going for?
Blasters, these are going out at, asking 50, I believe. I do 45 on them.
Okay.
Yeah, they're hard to get right now.
Yeah, I know.
That's why essentially I'm ripping them, which is kind of funny because like I don't even know anything about sports, so I don't even know if I got a good player or not in these big piles. So yeah, I'm kind of just like, yeah. Never heard of them. Never heard of them. Never heard of them. Never heard of them. Also the blaster or the mega is going out at 80. So, but that's my last mega, so I was gonna essentially rip it, but okay. So we are ripping open the next mega. Let's see if we've heard of any of these players. If not, I want my money back, Barnes & Nobles, because you screwed me. So that is around $200 down the drain right now. See if we can bounce back. Okay, people. Let's see what we got here. Never heard of them. Never heard of them. Never heard of them. Alright. Never heard of them. Never heard of them. Cool looking card though. Oh, that's rated rookie. Never heard of them. Never heard of them. Alright. Dude, when did all these random players come into the NFL that I've never heard of? I used to know at least like half the players in the NFL. Never heard of them. Never heard of them. Never heard of them. I have heard of Derek Carr. Ooh, that's another quarterback. Who's a big player rookie-wise out of the optics that you want to...
Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams.
Ooh, I think I got a Jaden Daniels. What about Michael Pratt?
So.
What about Caleb Williams?
Caleb Williams, yeah. That's one of the ones people are looking for. It's, alright, so that's a pretty decent card.
Cool. So I have heard of him now.
Definitely better than base.
Trey Benson or Cade Stover. You want to look through these? Here's like all the rookies over here. I mean, if there's anything that you like in there, let me know. Oh, there's a lot of rookies here. Alright guys, we're gonna find out if I've just been throwing around valuable cards. Jaden Jordan? Oh, no, Jamar Jordan. Yeah, it's funny. I run this department, but I don't watch sports. What about Spencer Rattler?
Spencer Rattler.
Who was the other one? Jaden Daniels?
Jaden Daniels is a big one.
He's a quarterback?
Yep, on the Commanders.
Okay. Wait, we got some more ones. Nope. And then, yeah, if you want to stop in next week, I'll have all my vintage stuff with me.
Yeah, awesome. Walking over.
Alright.
He's like,
Hang on, I got a few of the price guys from...
Got some price guys too more? Okay.
Huh?
You get price guys too? Okay.
you don't give him, he's gonna start getting cranky. And he's gonna start crying. Look, he wants it, give him the book.
Oh, nice. So apparently this was a solid card too. Is there any New York Giants players that are good this year? Because I got...
Neighbors is solid.
Yeah, I got a patch of one of them. I got it in the back, I'll show you. Ooh, Jaden Daniels. Nice. There you go. Alright, here we go. Never heard of him. 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 Alright. Ooh, this is the fat one. Let's save that one for last. Ooh! Oh no, Daniel Jones. Damn you. Thought I got another one. Never heard of him. Jordan Love I've heard of. Justin Fields I've heard of. Saquon Barkley I've heard of him. Jace McSeelan? I don't know. DJ James. That's a dope name, DJ James. Daniel Jones. Nope. Alright, let's see. Down to 2 packs left. Let's see what we got in this bag. Alright. Never heard of him. I've heard of Dak Prescott. Never heard of him. Never heard of him. Ricky Purcell. Never heard of him. Michael Penix Jr. any good?
That's one to look for as well, yeah.
Alright, we got another one to look for. Jacob Cowing. Never heard of him. All right, here's the fat pack of the stack. Oh boy. Never heard of him. Never heard of him. No TJ Watts I heard of. Come on, Daddy needs a new car. Trey Benson?
Not to my knowledge. Is he tight end or something?
Edgar, or no, I don't know what the other name is. Can't even butcher it. What? Who named these kids? Kool-Aid? Is that a real name? That's not a real name.
Must be.
Kool-Aid? What? That's the most racist thing I've ever heard. Jesus Christ. Live in the 21st century. Let me go grab that other box.